How is it going then, everybody? I hope you're all doing absolutely fantastic. Welcome back to another video here on our channel. I'm the FIFA Analyst. Today, I'm bringing you another Road to Glory video where we are going to focus on what you guys can do better to get better at your attacking on FIFA 21. It's a question that I get asked all the time. How do I do better with my attacking? What training technique should I do? How can I focus on it? So we're going to go into a game and we're kind of going to highlight what things I would do and what I would look out for to get better at that. If you do enjoy this video, give it a big thumbs up. You can also subscribe to the channel. We upload twice a day at 8 AM and 8 PM UK time. So before we go and do this though, I do just need to give you all a rundown of the club and what we are doing. Obviously we're just going ahead and listing kind of everything up that we've had from from drafts rewards, from FUT Champs rewards, Division 5 rewards, and so on. Just kind of listing things. You guys know I don't spend a massive amount of time on this account, so I do just try and get them all up. Now we did pick up some Herreras, just trying to sell them on for picking them up for quite cheap. So you can just see here picking up for 700 coins and trying to sell them on for 1,200. If we can do that, we make a little bit of profit. Doesn't take too long to go and mass bid on these at 700 coins. The best time to do them is when like rewards come out on a Thursday, when squad battles rewards come out, just anything like that, or just over the weekend when most people are focusing on FUT Champions. So let's just quickly go and show you as well, because we have got our pre-order packs to open as well. We have been given a new patch on FIFA, so I will try and put a link in the description if I remember for the pitch notes. If you haven't watched that, I recommend going and giving it a watch. We have got board in this pack. We do need to change our badges and kits as well. That is going to be Mahrez, which is actually a very, very nice pull from our tradable pre-order packs. 85 rated. He's a very good card this year. I recommend playing him as a central cam. It looks like a very, very good card. I've used him a little bit in drafts and whatnot, and I do think he's a very good card. We've got an anchor chemistry style as well. We'll move them over to the trade pile. Probably won't sell for a massive amount now, but it's still a very, very nice pull actually from our pre-order pack. We'll open our last one, see if we can get anything nice, and then we'll go ahead and jump into the game. And let's see if we can get a walkout. So it's not a walkout, and it's not a board, unfortunately not. But we'll still take a Mahrez. An 85 rated is very, very solid. It's actually a Maguire. I think he's had a new is that a new face? Yeah, I think in this new patch that they've given us. I think in the new patch that they've given us, they've updated some of the faces as well, actually. A bit of a change. So I will pop it down in the description, as I said, if I remember, for you guys to take a look at it. Have we got anything else in here? We've got lasagna. Ooh, lasagna. Lasagna. Over to there. I will pop him over as well, actually, because some managers sell. Just if you've got a space in transfer list, you've got the time yourself, go ahead and get them gone. So you would have seen yesterday, Monday. Yeah, you would have seen Monday how we did in our weekend league, so you guys can see exactly where we finished and the DCs that we had, and obviously this is the squad that we're using. Yeah, Rashford's got a new face as well. Rashford's got a new face. Oh, what a lovely card. And Joe Gomez, he's got his full beard and hair and everything. Mendy's got a new one. This is weird, this is, because with COVID, they had to use all of their old faces from FIFA 20. They didn't get to update onto FIFA 21. So they've slowly started to update them, actually, which is quite cool, to be fair. Martin's has been given a new one. Hey, I'm happy to see this. Hopefully they can go through and get the rest of them and just update them. So obviously this is the team that we've got. I've put Lloris back in goal. Someone did comment, by the way, about saying take the glove off Lloris and put a basic back onto him. Apparently a basic is quite good. So let me just see if I've got a basic lying around. They said that that's what they used. I haven't. No, I've got glove on it. Maybe I'll try that out and change that in and see how we do. Custom tactics, I haven't changed anything. When it comes to a new patch, I do normally tend to try and keep things as simple as possible. You know, I don't try to change too much. I go for the 5-5-5-5 and then change things as on there. Obviously, new patch does mean new play style and everything like that, and just a few new little elements. So we're going to go into a game anyway. Let's go and focus on what we can do, and let's talk about how you guys can get better. They have changed something, by the way, as well, with regards to the ping. So you can see there, it says 18 ping. I normally get around 9 to 10 ping. That was because before it was only showing you a one-way street, so it would only show you the connection from your location to the servers. It now does it as a two-way. Your location to the servers and back to you for the ping, so, you know, to the response time and everything. So don't be afraid if you've seen your ping go up. There's no difference. It's the exact same. So how do I get better at attacking? Now, you want to identify your key weaknesses. You might see that you pass the ball too quick. You try and do 180 passes. You might think that you're too stale in attack. You might think that you don't get into enough shooting opportunities. So that's what we're going to work on today and kind of talk you through exactly what you can be doing to kind of increase that. So for me, first of all, the general rules are if you're stale in attack, you want to mix it up. You want to have a different tempo. You want to look to one-touch pass, a first-time pass, but the way you're facing, don't do these 180 pointy no-scope passes when you're facing the wrong way, because they won't work. If you're facing this way and you try and pass behind you, you've got a higher risk, you've got a higher error chance of you not making a successful pass, which means you lose the ball. If you're sat on the edge of the box and the opponent is just defending with their CDMs and you feel like you've not really, as my controller DCs, that's not what we want, get it back on, there we go. If the opponent is just sat there on the edge of the box and you feel like, I can't create like a good chance, and you're just being really patient with it, look at spreading it wide, going out to the wing, and then working your way back into the middle. What you can do specifically is really, really abuse the wings on this year's game. You can go down and then you can look to come back in, look for the cut back across, or look for the swept back across, and that can work really, really well. So hopefully we can show that in. I always do advise you guys to try and learn some skill moves as well, and this is my first game, by the way, on the new patch, so we'll get a bit of an understanding of if anything feels massively different. They have fixed the badges as well on the kits as well, I believe, which looks good. Happy to see. So let's just try and see if we can get the ball back, and let's really focus on it. So you pick the ball up here. Don't go straight away up into attack. Give yourself a bit of time. Give your team time to get into their shape and transition into attack. Now we can work it out. Look how I'm moving the ball over to the right hand side, spreading the men over, and then look at those first time passes, tapping the LB button. Can we go for the cross? No, but we can go for a ball roll back in. Using that LB button to send the guy on a run, and we can drive forward here, go for a little ball roll to keep the ball away from the Sanchez, and that's a good tackle. LB obviously sends a man on a run. The more frequently you can do this in the final third, makes it harder for the opponent to keep track of the runners. So like here, if you just pass the ball to the side like this, it's boring, like it's stale, nothing's happening, right? So what we need to do is go, right, Pogba, go on a run, look for the CR7 pass, and then Pogba's made a run. Look at the gap now that we've created for Dembele, and we don't squeeze it through, unfortunately. But just that run by itself by Pogba meant that some of his defenders tracked the run, they sat a little bit deeper, which gave me a little bit more room on the outskirts of the pitch. Now, one thing I like doing as well is tapping the LB button, sending that Dembele, and then going for an RBY pass down the line, as he does manage to get an interception. And that in itself, you're going to see that this game a lot. It's really, really effective. It was effective last year, it's effective this year, and works really well. We're going to use an LB switch, and we're going to cover in the middle. So like for him now, what he should be doing is probably trying to get this out wide and driving forward, like going out to the Ram or the Lamb, because I'm going to cover the passes to these two strikers. He is playing a 4-4-2 or a 4-2-2 by the looks of it. Can you see how he's not got much going on? Because I'm just going to cover these passes. These are the most dangerous passes on the pitch. He needs to try and do something different. So for him, that pass there was silly. It was too easy. It was easy for me to read. I'm going to tap the LB button. I'm going to look for a ball roll, and then I'm going to go for that RBY pass, and that just keeps it round the outside, and we nearly got there. It is Kyle Walker up against Dembele. Thinking about the matchups can really help you in attack as well. I see a lot of people say, I can't attack, I can't attack, I can't attack. And I watch their gameplay, and they normally tend to favour the side that is closest to the camera. So if the one that you can see more of the ball on, you know, like it's closer up for you, which is normally the bottom side. So like at the minute, it's this right-hand side. Look how much closer it feels. And they tend to just go down one side. Now, if, say, they've got a really bad left-back or a right-back, and you've got a really good quick winger, attack that side more. You know, you do want to try and take advantage any weaknesses that they may have. Pass up to the striker, and then we go back and we lay it off. And now we're going to try and mix up the tempo. You see how this has been slow and patient? Now let's up the tempo, first time passes, and let's send them all on a run. And then look at that, we're straight in behind, we've got a ball roll, we've got the man on the edge of the box, and we nearly got there. Put the pressure on. Put the pressure on, put the pressure on, unlucky. But just upping that tempo ever so slightly there got us into a good position on the pitch. Unfortunately, we didn't take full advantage of it. And let's just hold RB here. Now let's LB switch to Semedo, come back, keep tracking. And then let's cover on the edge. And then let's LB switch to Pogba, cover the passes into the striker. That's the ones he wants, stand up. He's done well there, I thought he was going to go back. He might go back this time. He likes his drag backs. Oh, I'm really bad with them. I am really, really bad with that. I always think they're going to cut back a little bit earlier than what they do, but they keep going. I said that in Sunday's video, I think it was, or Monday's video, where I said how I felt really, really weak in that sort of area. It's something I definitely need to work on. So let's go ahead anyway, and let's start upping the tempo a little bit. So I've been talking you through what I'll be looking at doing. You can see the little bit of the skill moves that I'm using as well, but let's try and up the tempo. Tap the LB button, send the Dembele. Let's come back just because the passes wasn't really on. We're going to go out to the right hand side. We're going to tap that LB button, send the Rashford, and then we can look for the 1-2. I wanted that into Ronaldo originally, but he tried to pass it to Mbappe. Little ball roll, try and use some skill moves to get past him. Fake shot stop, and he's come diving in, and he's just about managed to come out with that. He's going to go back to goalkeeper. Ooh, hello, hello, hello. We still got this. We still got this. We still got this. Pass it across, and there we go. Little bit of composure there. He didn't come and dive in, and we managed to find the goal. That was a good little bit of pressure actually. building a good chance, obviously, from stepping it up. So off kickoff, I normally like to do the offside trap, where I do down, down. And all this does is just bring the team up, makes them a bit more compact, makes it harder for them to find the passes in between the midfield and the defenders, really. Does leave you a little bit more open at the back. We can go for a little through ball here. We're going to use that L2 button to shield, and Sanchez covers it. We are on the press on heavy touch, so we should be able to win the ball back out of the pitch, which we can. Little heel to heel, pass inside the box. And now we're going to just bury this near post, and Kyle Walker makes a very good block. So, again, there was a pass into the box there. Don't mess around. If the pass into the box is there, take it. For this, a lot of people ask me, how do we do this? You just do a normal fake shot, and it just means you can do that. We're going to go back down the line here, just because of the way we are. And we're going to go back, and I'm going to look for the pass into the box. Find the Mbappe. Mbappe's there. Heel to heel. Fake, pass across. We're going to go for a little scoop, and we're going to hit that across goal. And that is a really, really poor shot from Marcus Rashford. That is, unfortunately. But again, quick tempo. The passes were there. Don't dilly-dally. You know, we can see the ball was there to be played. I turned. I faced up to the Mbappe, and then we laid the pass off. Keep track of that run. We're going to hold Y here. Bring the goalkeeper out. Bring the goalkeeper out, he says, with confidence, and we can do it. So 39th minute, we're going to again try and up the tempo a little bit. So you can just see here, in the middle of the pitch, I'm a little bit more patient, I'm a little bit more slow. LB, and then RBY down the line. Look at that ball. We're going to go for a stop and turn straight away. Again, it is Kyle Walker, and we're going to win that high up the pitch again. Little pass across, and we're going to smash that near post. And my own man has tackled me there, ladies and gentlemen. I could have looked for Rashford there. Rashford made a really good run on that, get into the box across, and he came and showed. Mendy's got to come out. And we right stick switch to long low straight away. And again, if we can get through this midfield onto the defensive line, this is the lethal bit. RBA across. Oh, I wanted that to Ronaldo. I do need to get better in that area. That was a little bit unfortunate. And we're going to keep tracking, and that's going to be half time. But again, you can see if we beat the midfield line, we get onto the defenders, that bit of pace looking to get in behind. I've created some good chances in this game, but I've not scored. I am trying to talk and do it as well, which can make it a little bit more difficult, but that is a good half. I'm just going to have a quick swig of water. But what is it? One chance for the opponent, one chance, so to speak, for us, but like a key chance. We've got into the right areas, made a few little mistakes, and we just need to try and do a little bit more. So you can see we've had a lot of the ball. You don't need to have a lot of the ball this year, but I always just preach that being patient in the middle of the pitch in your defense, and then when you get into the final third, then up in the tempo, then looking to be quicker, then looking to get in behind. I see so many people trying to go from defense to attack at the rate and not. Some people can do it, some people can do it well. However, for the average FIFA player, trying to do that, it doesn't always work. There is a time and a place to do that. Say if you've just had you're defending a corner and you win the ball back. If you can hit on the counter, if you can play a ball down the line, then go for it. Obviously, I'm talking about when you win the ball, in the middle of the pitch, just on the edge of your box or something. Don't try and get through his midfield line straight away, because you're just going to end up giving the ball away and be disappointed. So again, offside trap from kickoff. We like to get the defence and the midfield pushed up together to stop as many gaps in behind and try and stop the good old kick-off glitch. Kante to cover that run there, keep with him. Kante to try and push it back, and that's going to be ours. Okay, so now look, don't go forward, I had no one there. To pass the ball to. My controller keeps DCing. Well, controller keeps DCing. Stop doing this to me. I had no one on, right? So I just had to go back there, tapping that LB button. He's committed with the fullbacks, and now we go for that ball down the line. The defenders come over. Rashford to keep the pressure on. He's managed to get it. We're going to go for a ball roll, then pass across, and that's poor from me. But again, we win the ball back high up the pitch. Mbappe finding that pass into the box. Fake shot, get past the man. Ball roll again. Trying to find the sweat across. Mbappe didn't move for us, which wasn't great. I did mess that chance up there, to be fair, from me. I probably shouldn't have laid the ball off. I should have carried on running towards the byline and wait for CR7 to kind of pull off his man. Watch that ball through the middle. But what we noticed there, one thing that you can always pay attention to, is that he pressed up quite a lot with his fullback. He might make that mistake again. This is Kante here. He might make that same mistake again. So if we can look to exploit that, that's poor from me. That's literally what I've just told you guys not to do in this game. That was poor. If he looks to make that exploit again, we can go for it. He's got that pass there, and that's going to be our ball. I don't know what happened then. Time on the ball coming out. Rashford's there. We're going to do LBA, send Rashford on a run. LBA, send CR7 on a run. We're going to wait for the time. Okay, so he's covered that run well. So now we just wait for him to commit, and then we get past him. So just a little bit of dribbling there. That was just left stick. There was no agile dribbling. Ball roll into there. Rashford, Dembele. We've got Pogba over. We can wait for the Dembele if we can. We'll go to CR7. We'll go for a heel to heel. We'll hit that across goal, and that is much better. A little bit more direct. Still being patient with it though on the edge, not being too panicky. We saw him track the run with the left back. The ball wasn't on. If they trap the run, you wait and you be patient with it. When he then commits, we need a skill move, we need a ball roll, we need to dribble, we need whatever it is that you feel comfortable with. For me, if someone tries to come and commit to me, I like a ball roll either way, because unless they predict the ball roll, they end up going straight into you and you just dance past them really, really easily. If someone tries to come in and tackle me and I've got my back to them, I'll hold the L2 button, the LT button, which is your shield button, your jockey button, just to keep the strength out really and stop them from just taking the ball off you. But a really, really good heel to heel. And then obviously the shot across goal. I talked about this in the last few videos. Shooting across goal in that sort of position wants to be strong. Now, obviously, I appreciate you guys might not have a CR7 in that scenario, but if you've got a Martial, you've got a Rashford, you know, whoever it is that you guys have got, they will still be very, very good at looking for that sort of pattern of play. So now we just want to defend the kickoff. Pogba, Kante's not really got much on here. We want to cover the passes into the box. Those are the key ones, like that one there. Keep covering that pass into the box, and then we want to put some pressure on if we can. If he's got nothing on, we put the pressure on. He's turned very well there. Martial across goal, and that's like I said, Martial across goal, even though he's got a 3-star weak foot, still finds it. I think that was a little bit unfortunate there. I did think I kind of defended that, but it is what it is. Now we need to start doing more. I've not used my fullbacks enough in this game, which is something that you guys don't do as well. You don't take the commitment with the fullbacks. Mendy's made a brilliant run, and then we can send that, and he's onside, and we can just take our time here, wait for CR7 on the edge, use him as bait if we want to, and then we want to lay that back off, find that pass there, and then we're going to look for a scoop. Oh, he didn't do the scoop. He didn't do the scoop. I wanted the scoop there, but you can see how just using Mendy, I'm going to do down and left on the D-pad, team press from the goal kick. Using Mendy there created that chance, you know. I could have laid it back to CR7 straight away. I chose not to, because I felt like I wanted to just try and bait him. I thought the guy might have defended worse, actually. And he's got a really good chance here, because I committed up there with my right back then. And he sent the Mane on a run. And then we can do that. I'm going to tap the LB button again. You see how he's making that run. I'm going to play that into his feet. I'm not going to lay it down the line, but I'm going to look for it now. There you go. He's pulled that man out of position. That's our cue. That's what we go for. I'm going to go for a little ball roll in. He's going to cover that man in the box. I'm going to look for, hopefully, someone to show on the edge. Tap the RB button, and that brings Kante short. And he comes and shows for me. I've got plenty of room out here on his left-hand side for Dembele. Pogba, tap the LB button, tell him to run into the box. And that creates a little bit more room. You see how they covered that? Mendy on the overlap. And then we can go for a cross. And we can get on the end of it. Oh, I wanted it to go to CR7 if I'm honest with you. But he didn't really make the run directly in for me. Tapping that LB button then, sending the Pogba on a run. It just created more room on the edge of the box for us, which was just very, very ideal. Now, I do need to try and get some more goals here. So I'm probably going to shut up a little bit. And we need to win this game. Mbappe wins that really, really well. Send him on a run, and Rashford on the overlap. Kante there, so I'm going to use him. And we've got Semedo coming on the overlap as well. I've just opened up that passing lane ever so slightly. Pass back, move it around a little bit quicker now. We'll do a heel to heel, fake shot stop, Lako Keta. Having some skill moves in your locker can really, really help as well. Still being patient with it, waiting for him to make a mistake, waiting for him to pull someone out of position. And then as soon as he does, we capitalise on it. Can we find that pass into the box? That's what we're looking for. No, we can't. He's covering it really well at the minute. But there we go. That's the one we want. There we go. Shot across goal. Oh, no. I held L2 by accident. No, I held L2, so he did a fancy shot. That was not ideal. But that was a great example of how you can be patient. And then as soon as the gap opens up, that's what we go for. And that's what we capitalise on. I can still trap it out. I can use the LB button just to switch here. Kante's got that. Now we can be direct. Look, we've already got through the midfield line. We're on his defensive line. This is what we want. Tapping that LB button, sending the Rashford on the run. We're going to go straight back, past there. We're going to drive. We're going to try and get past him. We're going to use the fake, scoop turn. Fake shot again. We've got through. And we're going to lay it out with a double tap. Oh, that is unfortunate. Right, I'm going to go team press now. I would like to win this game if possible. I've not played Division Rivals in a few days now. I know Division Rivals means nothing during the week because of the game things that they added in. But we'd still like to pick up the win if we can. I feel like we've got into the right sort of area. And that's a good block. Oh, no. Oh, no. Keeper. Hold on, keeper. Be careful of throwing, throwing it out with your goalkeeper, by the way, this year. They're not very good at doing it. There you go. So just a little bit of dribbling. So we've sent him on a run. So now Carl Walker's going to be preoccupied by that. RBA, pass out wide. Gets it nice and low. We can go for an RBXX cross. If you find them crosses, take them every single time. RBXX, R1 square square on PlayStation. Works really, really well. Now, my Mendy's miles out of position here. So, to be honest, this is really bad. Really, really bad. Because, obviously, I'm pressing to try and win the game. Stick with him. Yeah, he's always going to look for that fake shot. We can go down there. No, Kante! What'd you do that to me for? Here we go. Here we go. One last chance. Dembele on a run. CR7 on a run. We need to just get forward. I need to get into his half, or the ref's going to blow the whistle, and that is going to blow the whistle. That is unfortunate. The RBXX R1 square crosses. He should have buried that, Ronaldo. He took it on his left foot. If he would have took it on his right, I think that may have found the back of the net. But that was a good game. I think our goals could have been avoided. I felt like we had a lot of chances. I felt like we had a lot of, key elements for you guys to look at and to take on board. I don't think I took my chances well enough, something that I still need to work on. As I said, I struggle when I get to the byline and to cut back across, but I think it gives you a good element of what things you guys can kind of move into your game. That's a 2-2 draw. I'm probably going to lose about 10 skill rating for that, probably. 10 skill rating, lose 3, 4. It depends on what rank, it depends on what skill rating the guy was. Division rivals, it's always one thing that is a little bit frustrating. 1,982, so I'm probably going to lose about 7, I reckon. 5. Lost 5 for that. So, but hey, doesn't matter. As I said, division rivals doesn't mean too much. So I hope that helped you guys. I hope it gave you a little bit of a way to kind of, spice up the attack and bring things in. If you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up. I do want to thank you all very much for watching. It is greatly appreciated, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.